It's a pleasure to welcome you to yet another edition of NAFDAC and Your Health, where NAFDAC, the agency that is charged with the responsibility of safeguarding the health of Nigerians, intimates you on the various ways in which it ensures that you remain healthy. My name is Amanda Ugo. On this edition of NAFDAC and Your Health, our main focus is the efforts of NAFDAC at seeing to the growth of local drug manufacturing industries and reducing Nigerians' dependence on imported drugs, as well as the strategies adopted to make this happen, and the exponential successes so far recorded in this regard. On the last edition of NAFDAC and Your Health, we dwelt on the remarkable development Nigeria has recorded in the medical device manufacturing sector. The tremendous contribution of the current NAFDAC DG, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, born out of her resolve and determination to see to Nigeria's self-dependence as far as the manufacturing of medical devices is concerned. The testimonies of companies that manufacture medical services on how helpful NAFDAC and particularly Professor Mojisola Adeyeye have been towards their growth. Moving further in the same direction, this edition focuses on the development and growth that have occurred in the local drug manufacturing sector. According to the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, the Nigerian drug manufacturer deserves commendation.
The average manufacturer in Nigeria is a patriot. Why? Because they struggle to do local manufacturing. They struggle to do local manufacturing. From importation of drugs, importation of the non-active pharmaceutical components, importation of the packaging, importation of the capsules, importation of the chemicals they're going to use in the lab. The only thing they do not import is water. And then the duties at the customs. So by the time you pay for what is imported and duties, the margin became low or becomes low. The profit margin. They have to do their own water treatment. They have to provide electricity 24/7. So you can figure it out. So when I came, I met with them. That first, I empathize with what they are going through. But nonetheless, we're going to demand more from them. Because we were going through our benchmarking, our global benchmarking. And we cannot do this solo. If we are strengthening ourselves, it means it's a result of us strengthening the industry. If we are strengthening NAFDAC, it means we are strengthening the industry. The industry cannot be weak and we are strong. No way. So we started roadmap on good manufacturing practices inspection. It took over maybe about 8 months or so, 2018, 2019. Inspected about 165 companies. Few we shut down immediately because they are glorified bad compounding settings. Glorified bad compounding settings. Others we then categorized into low risk, medium risk, high risk. And it is not punitive. We were just being a mirror for them to see their level of compliance. And we gave them corrective actions, preventive actions to do. For the low risk, actually we had only one. In 2019. We gave preventive actions, corrective actions they responded to, and that we will be coming every 2 years to inspect them. For the medium risk, we also gave them the CAPAs that will be coming every year once they meet their CAPAs. For the high risk, If they meet their capas, whether they meet their capas or not, we're going to be coming every 6 months to ensure we are building together a strong industry. And a lot of educational programs, good manufacturing practices, common technical documents on how to, what to use to apply for, to do registration. We started educating them, coming alongside with them. Because we are strengthening ourselves, they are getting more strengthened. And then I realized that there are so many importers, so many imported drugs. So we did a short study and found out that the imported drugs, the top 3 or 4 imported drugs are also the top 3 or 4 of locally manufactured drugs. So if we are manufacturing them and we have installed capacity, meaning I can produce 100%, I can produce 3 shifts a day or 2 shifts a day as a manufacturer, then those that are bringing such medicines in do not need to bring them in if we have installed capacity to take care of the demand.
Part of the strategies employed to help the Nigerian drug manufacturing companies grow is the 5+5 policy.
We devised what is called 5+5 policy. Meaning, as a manufacturer, you have been renewing your drug application every 5 years. The last 5 years that you're going to renew, you have to tell us how you're going to migrate into local manufacturing. Either to partner with the companies that are already doing the things, the type of medicines you are bringing in, or to build your own factory. That way, we will be creating jobs for our own people. We'll be increasing the GDP, increasing the forex, and the economy will become better. That is what 5+5 is.
It is so gladdening and quite encouraging that the efforts of NAFDAC have so far produced the desired results to an appreciable extent.
What we are seeing now is the thought and efforts of NAFDAC that are now yielding fruit, and it's the beginning. Because we were strengthening ourselves and strengthening the industry, we now have the first company in the whole of West Africa and Central Africa to have a pre-qualified product, to have a drug product qualified by WHO in the entire West Africa, Central Africa. That is huge, but it's the beginning. It is the beginning. Because when I came, I told our people, think local. We cannot be importing 70% and making 30%. I want to change it around. Make 70% locally and import 30. Even importing 30 will not be forever. It is that we reduce. We keep reducing the level of imports. So we now see a lot of activities going on. During the pandemic, we were whipped with reality. Nigeria was whipped with reality. I agonized with our local manufacturers. Nothing could come into the country. The countries that were selling things to us from Southeast Asia couldn't. India decided not to, because they need to take care of their own people, and I don't blame them. We were left hanging. That is when all of us, including manufacturers, now start saying, oh, we've got to reduce our dependency on imports. It's not just that, it is that we have to also make active pharmaceutical ingredients. We want in making a single active pharmaceutical ingredient in the country. Now we have EMZO, their API facilities is about 75% complete. The FITSIN consortium, made up of about 6 companies, they will soon start theirs. That is when we start getting security health-wise. Without that, we will not have drug security. So the advantage of the 5+5 is yielding fruit. Another one is the ceiling, what we call NAFDAC ceiling. When I came, there were 9 products in under that ceiling. Now we have 34 products under the ceiling. These are medicines that we can make and we have installed capacity for. So all these policies or regulatory directives are working beautifully for the sake of our own country.
The program continues after the short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You are still watching NAFDAC and Your Health.
One of the landmark successes recorded by NAFDAC under the leadership of Professor Mojisola Adeyeye is the WHO pre-qualification of 2 anti-malaria drugs manufactured by Swiss pharmaceutical company, an indigenous drug manufacturing company, in the year 2023.
On 2nd of May 2023, WHO pre-qualification unit added pediatric zinc sulfate tablets, 20 milligram dispersible tablets, manufactured by Swiss Pharma or Swiffer Nigeria Limited, to its list of pre-qualified medicines. It is very pleasing. We're delighted to inform our stakeholders and the teeming Nigerian public that WHO pre-qualification unit has pre-qualified yet another product, sulfadoxine pyrimethamine tablets, from the same manufacturer, Swiffer, and is now added to the list of pre-qualified products in the WHO platform.
The feat attained by Swiss Pharmaceutical Limited made the drug manufacturing company the first drug manufacturing company to achieve the rare feat in the whole of West and Central Africa. The WHO pre-qualification of the anti-malaria drugs manufactured by Swiss Pharmaceuticals has been a catalyst promoting other indigenous drug manufacturing companies to fasten their belts to be at top of their games. FITSIN Consortium and EMZO Pharmaceuticals hope to also attain this level, particularly with the regulatory guidance of the NAFDAC Director General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye. Saga Pharmaceuticals Limited is also in the league of indigenous drug manufacturing companies that can stand tall among indigenous pharmaceutical companies with high standards. The NAFDAC Director General also paid an inspection visit to the company some time ago, and by her assessment, the company's manufacturing practice is satisfactory. Another pharmaceutical company that has expanded and grown as a result of the NAFDAC policy of helping indigenous drug manufacturing companies grow and reducing dependence on drug importation is Peace Pharmaceuticals.
Quality is our watchword here. We can beat our chest anywhere when we are talking about our product. You can take it to any lab. It can beat, it can withstand any situation, and you can compare our product with any international product. We really appreciate what the NAFDAC is doing, because all this while they have been guiding us, leading everything they give us as instruction, and our company will do. Anytime they give us compliance, we follow it to the last one. We don't joke with it. As I've said, quality is our watchword. That is why our name is Peace Standard Pharmaceutical. Standard and reliable product is only what you can get from us. Anything below standard, you cannot get it from this company.
Tuyi Pharmaceuticals Limited has also taken advantage of NAFDAC's regulatory guidance to record tremendous growth and expansion.
When we started with just about 4 products. But now, I want to tell you that we have well over 100 products, and which are NAFDAC approved. We have NAFDAC approval for them, we have the number, and they are doing well in the market. We are expanding, and we are still expanding. We are still expanding because even where we are not even satisfied because we are still far from meeting the consumption level of the people. So we are still expanding. And right now, I want to tell you that from the 4 products that we have in those days, which was just tablet line, we have expanded to the syrup line. We have the cream, we have the powder, we have the herbal, we have veterinary, we have capsules, we have beta-lactam, we have non-beta lactam. NAFDAC have been a big mentor to us. We will not be where we are without NAFDAC, God and NAFDAC. They have been a propelling force. They have been a source of encouragement. They have been helping us a lot in terms of training. In fact, a lot of times they come for inspection. It's not really kind of inspection. They will come, it really is an inspection, but most times they will tell us where we need, where there's gap, where we need to fill up, where we need to improve on. And by the time we do all these things, we ourselves we are convinced that yes, there's a shift. So there's that cordial relationship, and it's a benevolent relationship. It's a kind of relationship that we benefit a lot, even from the state level to Abuja and Lagos. We have the NAFDAC in our state. They have an office, and one interesting thing is that they come often. They come unannounced, so that makes us to even be abreast, to sit tight. They don't just come with announcement. They come anytime. We don't have any option than to just do the right thing. And that's why every product that comes out of Tuyi is a very safe, good, effective drug.
And now, moving on to NAFDAC news updates. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has signed a historic working document to enhance exchange of intelligence and information sharing, streamline modes of operations, and provide infrastructural logistics support. The Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye, who was highly delighted at the event, highlighted the significance of the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with the Nigerian Customs Service to the country, West Africa, and Africa at large.
It is important because of you and I, because we consume at least 2 of our regulated products, if not every day, at least for one, that is food. But for medicine, maybe once a week, once in a while. Our healthcare products we use, our soap that we regulate, we use on a daily basis.
The NAFDAC Director General, Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye, thanked the Controller General of Customs, Mr. Adewale Adeniyi, for making the signing of the MOU between the two agencies possible. The Controller General of Customs, who was equally excited about the ceremony, used the occasion to extol the exceptional leadership qualities and passion of the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Adeyeye. He said the ceremony has given him another opportunity to reaffirm his commitment and dedication to the collaboration with NAFDAC to address the problem of illicit pharmaceutical products in Nigeria.
What we have seen today is a combination of several months, I must say years, of regular consultation between the two of us, between the two sides, to ensure that we cooperate and collaborate to address the problems of illicit pharmaceutical products in Nigeria. We have a mandate in the Nigeria Customs Service, which includes but is not limited to the issue of national security, public health, and public safety. It is a secondary mandate for us, whereas it is primary for them. But all the same, there is enough opportunities for us to collaborate actively to ensure the discharge of this mandate. Article 2 of this document makes a number of listed a number of areas of cooperation in terms of the scope. We're talking about exchanging of intelligence between our agencies. Sometimes 12 midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I wonder whether mommy sleeps. She will send intelligence to me. We learn that this container may be berthing in the morning. We learn that it may be removed from the port this morning. And one day I was going to write, "Mommy, do you sleep?" And then I just suddenly remember that if I reply her text at that time, she would now have actually asked me the same question. If you are sleeping, you will not be replying my text. So rather than replying, I just forward whatever intelligence she has given me to the appropriate quarters. By now, the DG knows the first name of Controller Babandede in Onel. She knows where I live in Tinka. She knows Olomu in Apapa, because that is the level of the kind of contact that was established and the kind of relationship that has grown out of this. I want to assure you, NAFDAC, that we are going to collaborate and we are going to let the letters and the spirit of this document we have just signed create an impact and lead us to a drug-free Nigeria.
That was NAFDAC Update. You have been updated.
Thank you for watching today's episode of NAFDAC and Your Health. We shall be back again, same time, same station next week for another insightful package. If you have any information on the activities of peddlers of fake, expired or substandard food products, drugs, cosmetics or medical equipment, please do not hesitate to reach out to NAFDAC.
You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email reforms@nafdac.gov.ng or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded.
Do not forget that it is criminal to produce, import, market, distribute, advertise or sell unwholesome food products, fake or substandard drugs, chemical and medical equipment. Do not engage in these unlawful acts that endanger the lives of the Nigerian people. Make it a date with us on our next episode. Until then, goodbye.